Hey guys, welcome to Indie Style. I am your host, Leah DeVon. Well, today we have a very interesting show planned for you. Today you are going to meet DJ Legacy, also known as Winston Williams. I like how your mother did that, the W and the W.
Yeah.
He's an outstanding DJ. We're going to learn a little bit about all that he does with his craft. And he has like kind of a part B about himself that is so interesting. Such an entrepreneur, I tell you. But you got to stick around and learn a little bit more. We'll be right back. Here on Indie Style, we'll feature successful entrepreneurs from across the globe who are making incredible strides in their industry. You may not know their names yet, but you soon will. I'm Leah DeVon, and this is Indie Style. Hey guys, and if you are just joining our show, I am sitting here with DJ Legacy. Thank you for inviting us into your very cool space.
Please feel welcome.
We do.
Humble little abode.
It's awesome, and welcome to Indie Style. Thank you for your time today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm excited. So, tell us a little bit about how you even started the world of being a DJ.
I know. It's actually, I probably shouldn't be a DJ, to tell you the truth. My parents are ministers.
No.
Yeah, both of them. And yeah, I started playing drums when I was like 10, pretty much, as the drummer for my father's
in the church.
Yeah.
You always hear the church background, but keep going.
Exactly. And, you know, he called all this music and all the stuff that we do secular music, and we don't listen to secular music and all of that.
No.
Make a long story short, I always had a passion for it, obviously, playing the drums and everything.
Okay.
And when I got my first tour back in 2003 with Sprite, that's when my father was
just with
like,
Sprite. Yeah. I was thinking he was saying, like, you know, with the school play in the high school. Stop it.
Because, I mean, I DJed all through college and everything, but once I got it with Sprite, my father was like, oh,
wait, you're going to make a little paper. Wait a second.
I'm making paper, but I'm actually doing something that he could relate to because he likes Sprite. You know? So he was like, you're a DJ for Sprite? Wow. What do you need? I was like, I actually need a new mixer.
Wow.
And he bought me a new mixer. So that's pretty much that whole, you can't do this, you know, but I want you to play the drums and kind of get into that whole music in me. And then get to that point is kind of what pushed me into really taking it seriously.
I'm like in awe. I'm like a 5-year-old going, I still can't get past it. Like, I'm like, you know, it's Sprite, you know, one of the big wigs. That's so exciting because, like, I know that you have done a lot with, like, MTV, you know, the spring breaks. And
all of that.
So how do you do that? How does a DJ, because there are a lot of really good DJs, but, like, you're, like, you know, up here.
Yeah, it was a blessing, honestly. It was a blessing in disguise because I DJ in Atlanta. You know, I live here in Atlanta, of course, and I've been DJing in the clubs for like the longest time.
Really?
Yeah. So back in 2003, Scribble, you know, infamous, you know, big shouts out to DJ Scribble, really, really cool guy.
Shouts out.
Yeah. He decided that, you know, he was going to do some other ventures, right?
Okay.
So for the leading up to that, you know, being a kid watching MTV, growing up and seeing spring breaks and seeing the award shows and seeing all that stuff.
Huge.
Right, exactly.
Right.
You saw Scribble doing all this stuff, and I was like, man, I want to do that one day. You know? Well, in 2003, he decided that he wanted to go to another venture in his life. You know? They started looking for another DJ, and they found me pretty much. Like, I got recommended to them technically, and then that recommendation came through, which was funny, through a friend of a friend, basically. So Jaws of Life was one of the guys that I DJ'd for. It's a MC out of Atlanta, and I was a DJ for years.
Okay.
He was friends with another friend that was possibly being looked at for the job at MTV.
Oh, but he didn't get it.
He didn't get it, and he recommended me.
Aww.
So he
that's
was like,
so sweet.
So I went and I did the first year back in 2004. Now they were just kind of looking for.
Did you have to like audition and scratch?
I didn't actually. This was the funny thing. So when I got
mix and see how you know I know all the DJ lingo.
Right.
I love the sound of what you do, and it's a craft and it's art. So I'm not being funny, but
not at all.
I'm learning today with everybody.
Right. So the way I kind of got in it, once I got the recommendation, obviously there was no technical interview per se. But obviously once you start DJing, everyone's looking at you like, well, can he DJ? So the MC that they had doing spring break that year, they gave him a bunch of cue cards, right? Just like any show, you got to kind of, you know, read your cue cards, do your points, hit these points for the cameras, for what the artists are going to do. He ran out of all his stuff. He did everything he was supposed to do. He had 30 minutes left.
Ooh.
And he was like, yo, Legacy, like, I don't know what else to do or say.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I'm like, all right, can I just rock for 30 minutes? I mean, I'm a club DJ. First and foremost. Like, to me, this is just
come up here and finish it out.
This is just a club.
Right.
So at that point, P.D. Pablo's Take Your Shirt Off, you know, Spring Like a Helicopter, that joint was a really, really big song. It was a big song, right?
Right, yeah.
So, and looking at, like, the jib that was coming down, you know, filming the crowd and all the people that was on stage, all they really wanted was crowd reaction. They wanted people raising their hands and going crazy the whole nine. So I played a bunch of songs like, you know, Get Low from Little John, obviously the P.
I know that one.
Right.
Thank you.
All the songs that made people kind of put their hands up and do a lot of crazy stuff. That footage that year was, not to tell MTV's little secrets, but the footage that they took from me doing that 30-minute party segment is what they used on some of the artists' performances. So when they would cut away to the crowd and they were doing certain things, that was the footage from my thing.
Did they tell you, or did they just do it?
They told me about it, and then I saw it on TV. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then the next year, they're like, Legacy, you're in.
So you found something that you loved, you turned it into a job, which to me, if you get to go to work and do absolutely what you love, that's the American dream. Exactly. That's like a blessing.
Exactly.
And like MTV, I mean, for so long was such a crazy format in the spring breaks and to do all of that. So I'm assuming that, you know, you've done MTV and have you been abroad? I'm sure.
Yeah, a bunch of times. Japan, Finland.
Isn't Japan awesome?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God.
Wow.
And they love
the fanfare. I was gonna say it's crazy over in Japan.
They love hip hop music.
Right.
All that.
So we're having such a great time, but we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. Not getting enough indie style? Watch full episodes at indiestyletv.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to find out who is doing it indie style. And we are back on Indie Style. We're hanging out with my new, this is like my new friend, DJ Legacy.
We're like besties.
We are. So how did you get Legacy? How was that? Like, how do DJs get their honorary names?
So the way I did it back in the day was before this pre-internet. So actually not pre-internet.
Isn't that weird to even say pre-internet?
It's like pre-Google, right?
No.
Pre-Google, yes. I would have DJs back then had to search through to see what names were taken by getting the source. The source actually put out like a list at the end of every year of all the DJs making noise. So for 2 years, between 93 and 94, I looked at that list. And then probably in 3 years into 95, I looked at that list and I noticed there was no Legacy. And I had Legacy in mind. At first I was going to be like Raven 1, the Blackbird, because of my complexion.
Oh, Legacy's so good.
Yeah, and Legacy kind of made sense because I'm the younger of 2 children, you know, and I'm going to carry the legacy of my father, his only son, all that kind of stuff. So I got the name based on those criteria, being the youngest and the only son in the whole 9. But then I also chose the name based on the fact that nobody else had the name.
That's such a good name. But, you know, I'm one of those people, everything happens for a reason, so you get why.
Right, exactly.
That is so cool.
Exactly.
I always wonder if, like deem you a name or how that works or anything like that.
Yeah, it just happened. I mean, it was a name that made sense.
Right.
You know, everyone calls me, like, pretty much people in the street call me Legacy.
Really?
People on the business
side?
They're
not like, hey, Winston.
A lot of people don't even know my name's Winston.
That's such a good name, too. Mom did good. So, okay, we're gonna come back towards the end, so you gotta stay tuned, and you're gonna...
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a little DJ list.
Oh, Lord, that's so frightening. But I want to kind of change gears a little bit, because... in addition to doing your DJing, I hear that you do like these huge corporate websites.
Yeah.
Like, tell us a little bit about your background.
So the funny thing is I went to school for art. I've been an artist for God knows how long, right? I've been going to magnet school since I was a kid. Drawing, painting, just looking outside and drawing, whatever. And then I ended up going to Maryland Institute College of Art. While I was there, I thought I was going to be a teacher. So my mom's a math teacher.
Oh, wow.
So I ended up getting the regular Bachelor's of Fine Arts, you know, and then right after that I went and got a Master's of Art in Teaching. Thought I was going to actually use it, and I decided not to. Went back and got a digital master's to do websites.
Not just, wow.
Yeah. So while I was getting the digital master's, my teacher got a job offer here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And my teacher was like, you know, I'm not really interested, but I have a student that I think you should talk to.
You were just like the referral king.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So they flew me down for one day, this company called Bernard Hodes Group, and they gave me the job that day. You know, at a salary that I've never thought I would be making, to tell you the truth. You know.
So that means you're really good at what you did.
I guess I'm talented.
That is like.
Yeah. So they gave me the job that day, and then after that, I just end up being the. They actually hired me as just being a regular designer. So like a junior designer, whatever they call it. I end up in the 8 years that I was there, end up being the digital director.
Just get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, like, wow.
So yeah, worked on sites.
I'm not going to say wow again, but he's just like so amazing that everything he says, like I told you, like I'm 5. Like, wow. That is outstanding. Tell me some of the companies that you've designed websites for.
Bank of America, FedEx, Lowe's, Home Depot.
Wow. Okay. I said I want to say wow anymore, but you were just.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I did for years.
That is so great. That is amazing. Okay, well, I'm like absolutely. It's exciting when you meet somebody who talks about something that they love, which you loved, and you were so like that kid, that art kid that could like draw.
Exactly.
I was like that sad kid.
Yeah.
So people that are artistic, I really, really admire that, because that takes a true.
Yeah.
Just a vision.
It was vision, and honestly, it was just a blessing from God. Because
so
I just, from a kid, I actually don't even remember when I started drawing. I just knew I could draw.
So you were like that first grader when like the teacher would say, "Okay, like you do the best," and you like did like the masterpiece.
Pretty
like,
much.
That's awesome. That is so cool. That's so cool. So, social media. I know you have to be on social media.
Yeah, the one I pretty much I'm on most of the time now is Instagram. So DJ Legacy MTV.
I'm trying to work on that one.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm on Twitter and all that stuff too, and everybody can find all my links from going to djlegacy.com.
djlegacy.com.
Yeah, it's probably the easiest way to get to everything instead of trying to remember all the different ones.
I know twitter.com. That's so exciting. So when we come back, you are gonna do your thing over here. We're gonna
wiggy a little bit.
Stay tuned.
Exactly. This.
Yeah.
Arm not moving. You have to do this. That's how you get the control. Even when you're watching me, I'm doing whole arm. I'm not doing this. Because I couldn't have control. Most people don't even get that concept right off the bat.
And how long do you do this for a time period?
When I'm doing shows or when I'm practicing?
Like when you're going to show?
Anywhere from 2 to 3 hours.
Oh my God, to be on the floor, pulling out my hair. Hey guys, I hope that you've had a fantastic time today, hanging out with me and my new friend, DJ Legacy. Thank you so much for bringing me into your space.
Thanks for
Let me scratch and. What did I scratch?
Cut it up a little bit.
But anyway, we are going to end our show with our Spotlight Artist of the Week, which is DJ Legacy. Introduce your video.
So this is my video made with my homeboy Jason Brooks. It's called Hands Up High. Enjoy.
I'm Leah DeVon. Until next week, be well.
your hands up.
Well, today we have a super phenomenal, outstanding. I'm trying to find as many adjectives because you were so talented. It makes my hair physically hurt. Guys, this is Kenneth Paryo. He is a, let me think of all the accolades. You're a dancer. You're a singer, songwriter, dancer.
That was the first one.
Singer.
Comedian.
Oh, that's right. You're a comedian too. I saw you and I laughed. It was so good. You like did a lot of stuff, sir.
And I laughed. But yeah, I'm a comedian, a dancer, a pianist, and a music producer.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, I can cook. That's about it.
You were doing some really amazing things. It is incredible. When I had a chance to look at your YouTube footage of your dancing, that's phenomenal. Like,
Thank you.
How did you get started? Give us a little bit of your backstory.
I got started in dance because I go to church, and I was about 13 at the time. My church at the time had a step team, and there was a guy on the step team. He's actually in my crew, but he did like this dance performance like solo in the middle of the step routine. I was like, oh man, that's dope. So I tried to meet him. He kind of played me to the side. So I had to come.
I don't know what that means. I'm pretending.
Well, I tried to meet him. Like, hey, can you teach me how to dance? He was like, pretty much like, no. Long story short, like, no.
No.
Yeah. So I came.
You're on TV. Okay, continue. Like national television shows too.
So I just came home, started watching like a lot of videos online.
So wait, 13 is when you started your dancing?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then some people started like.
Most people are like, when I was 3 years, I was waiting for you to say I started dancing when I was. Are you serious? Wow. I'm beyond impressed. Continue on. Continue.
Yeah, so I mean, after that, I just watched a lot of videos online, tutorials and stuff.
So you're a self-taught dancer, sort of. Wow. Okay, that's exciting because guys, he has been on America's Got Talent. That's like a hit reality show. America's what's the other one? So You Think You Can Dance? My niece loves that show. You were on the finale with your crew.
Yeah, Dragon House.
What's up? That's impressive. That is such a highly rated show.
It was an amazing experience.
How did you get to do that?
America's Got Talent, all I did was just put in an application online. They called me back with my audition time, which isn't really audition time. It's the time you're supposed to wait in line for like 6 hours. Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah, I just made it through. They saw something in me and they put me on TV, and from there,
you are so humble, and that's what I love. He's like, well, I just guess like that's a huge show. Like it is like the creme de la creme of like top dancers that get on that stage. What was that experience like? Dancing for that audience, because they are like bananas, especially those young girls.
Yeah, now the audience on those reality shows are crazy. So just picture like a really hype crowd, normal crowd, and just multiply that by like 4 or 5, just because everybody they're gonna be on TV, so they want to be the best of them on TV. So like if you're bad, they will boo you in seconds.
Oh no!
In seconds. If you're good, they'll just go crazy the whole time. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I tell you, I had a chance to see your video footage, and you're so good. I like the Michael Jackson, who was so hard to. I mean, because he was a naturally taught, self-taught dancer as well. Like guys, PAX. Like you've performed at like tell me where you performed, some other national venues that you performed at.
Let's see, I performed at, I can't even count how many minor league teams I've performed for. I performed for the Texas Rangers. I did the Cebu Lions. It's a major league team in Tokyo. Let's see, I performed in Quebec.
Okay, so your dancing has taken you around the world. That is pretty amazing. Yeah. Good for you. That's exciting. And then the comedic side of you, how did that come into play? Who told you were funny? Was it your mother?
No, it wasn't them at all.
That was my joke. That was sad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got into comedy when I got into the college market. Right now I do an hour stage show at colleges.
Oh, wow.
And before I got into that, I hadn't done a show over 15 minutes, and that was straight dance. And my agent told me nobody wants to watch you dance for an hour, so you should start writing.
Right.
It was something I needed to hear because I don't want to watch myself dance for an hour either.
Right.
Yeah. But they told me to start writing so I can kind of break up my sets and my shows.
Right.
And that's kind of how I eased into doing the stand-up.
Well, good job, because I watched your video, and I laughed, which was good. I mean, you actually are really good at what you do. It's so incredibly exciting. I'm also thrilled, guys, because Kenneth is going to dance for us. People that like me that can't really dance, I have no rhythm. My 2-year-old dances better than I do, seriously. I'm in awe because you are so authentically good at what you do. I'm excited for everything that you're going to continue to do. And guys, you have to stay tuned because he's going to come back and he's going to dance. We're going to see some of his live footage from one of his shows that he's done as well. So I'm going to thank you now for being here. I'm so proud of everything that you're doing. Continued success in all of your multi-talented fields that you're working in. Stay tuned and you'll get to see Kenneth Paryo dance live. We'll be right back. Are you still doing it indie style? To be a guest on our show, visit our website today at indiestyletv.com. Hey guys, and as promised, Kenneth is going to dance for you. I'm so excited. But before we get into your special dance, I'm so excited. Where can we find you on social network?
You can find me on my Twitter, SoundCloud, Instagram at KPARYO. K Paryo. It's KPARYO.
Awesome. So, guys, I'm going to let Kenneth take it.